गोपाल चूड़ामणि नमः कमलना भाय नमः कमलमालिने नमः कमलपादाय नमस्ते कमलेक्षण यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तद्भं देवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। बोले राधा कृष्ण भगवान की जय। आदरणीय पंडित जी, पुजारी, विप्र मंडली, भक्त समुदाय, प्रिय भक्त जन, महानुभाव, most worshipful Pandit Ji, Pandit Suresh Singh, our dearest Pujari, the temple, Mandir, dearest devotees of the Supreme Lord, the Divine Souls. First let me say Radhe Radhe to each and everyone, and my pranam, my humblest prostrations to all of you. As customary, before I begin, I'll chant the name of Bhagwan for a few minutes. We'll chant Radhe Naam. Why? You may ask why. Who is Radha? I'll give you a brief, something very brief. The highest authority in Sanatan Dharma, or the highest authority everywhere, are the Vedas. The Atharvavediya Radhiko Tapaniyopanishad says, Yeyam Radha Yasha Krishna Rasabid Dehas Chaikah Krinanatad Dvidha Bhoot. Atharvavediya Radhika Tapaniyopanishad. The Vedas say there is no difference between Radha and Krishna. They do not even have two bodies. There's one supreme Brahm, supreme power, and that supreme Brahm takes two forms, do roop, as Radha Krishna. For what? Krida, divine pastime. Furthermore, the scripture says, Radhika Krishna Rupam cha Krishno Radha Swarupaka. Sanakumar Sangita. Sometimes Radharani is the form of Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna is the form of Radharani. They are one and the same. We should not see difference. Radharani herself says in the Brahma Vaivat Puran, Mamaiva Paurusham Rupam Gopika Janamohanam. Brahma Vaivat Puran. Radharani says, Shri Krishna is my male form, who is the beloved of the gopis. But why chant Radhe Radhe? Even Shri Krishna chants Radhe Radhe. It would be said that when Shri Krishna would go to sleep, from every pore of his body, the song will come Radhe, Radhe, Radhe from his pores. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiv, Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati, everyone is chanting Radhe Radhe. Why? The Vedas tell us who Radha is. Atma Turadhika Tasya. The Vedas are saying Radharani is the Atma, the soul of Shri Krishna. The dearest thing to anyone is our own self, soul, Atma. There's nothing dearer to us than our own self. And Radharani is the soul of Shri Krishna. Imagine how dear Radharani is to Shri Krishna. If we want to get close to Shri Krishna, then chant Radhe Radhe. Shri Krishna comes running. Radhe Radhe bol ma भाजे चले आएंगे, राधे राधे बोल श्याम। भाजे चले आएंगे, एक बार आ गए तो कभू नहीं जाएंगे। When we chant Radhe Radhe, Shri Krishna will come running. And having come once, he will never leave again. He will chant Radhe Radhe also. So we should never feel this shyness or anything to chant. You want to make Shri Krishna happy, then chant Radhe Radhe. So we're going to chant a little bit Radha name. राधे राधे राधे, जय 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 श्री राधे। बोलो राधे राधे राधे, बोलो राधे राधे राधे, जय 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 श्री राधे। बोलो राधे राधे राधे, राधे राधे राधे, जय 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 श्री राधे। राधे राधे, जय 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 श्री राधे। बोलो राधे राधे राधे, जय 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 श्री राधे। बोलो राधे, बोलो राधे राधे राधे, जय 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 श्री राधे। बोलो राधे राधे राधे, ओ बोलो राधे राधे राधे, जय 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 श्री राधे। बोलो राधे राधे, ओ राधे राधे राधे, जय 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 श्री राधे। बोलो राधे राधे, बोलो राधे राधे राधे, जय 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 श्री राधे। बोलो राधे राधे, बोलो राधे राधे राधे, जय 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 श्री राधे। बोलो राधे राधे राधे, बोलो राधे राधे राधे, जय 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 श्री राधे। बोलो राधे राधे, ओ राधे राधे राधे, जय 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 श्री राधे। बोलो राधे जय श्री राधे। बोलो राधे राधे राधे, जय 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 श्री राधे। बोलो राधे, बोलो राधे राधे राधे, जय 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 श्री राधे। बोलो राधे, राधा रानी की। Now try to be attentive and listen carefully. It's a natural law, natural, स्वाभाविक नियम है, a natural law that every part, every fraction has a natural love for a whole and wants to become one with it. If you look at the flame of a fire, it naturally rises upward, being a fraction of the sun. All rivers naturally flow to the ocean, being a fraction of the ocean. In the same way, the scriptures tell us that we, the Jivatma, the soul, we're eternal part, fraction of Shri Krishna. Bhagavan Krishna says in Gita, Mamaivansho jivaloke jiva bhutah sanatana. chapter 15, verse 7, Gita. Shri Krishna says the Jivatma, the individual soul, an eternal part, fraction of him. Sanatan means eternal. Eternal, beginningless. Remember, na jayate mriyate va kadachinnayam bhutva bhavitava na bhuya ajo nitya shashvatoyam purano nahanyate hanyamane sharire. Chapter 2, verse 20, Gita. Shri Krishna, speaking about the Jivatma, the individual soul, says to Arjun, the Jivatma, the individual soul, does not take birth, nor does it die, nor having come into existence does it cease to be, because it is unborn, eternal and most ancient. It is not destroyed, even when the body is destroyed. Look, we don't know who we are. The reason why we are suffering in this world and rotating in 8.4 million forms of life, because we have forgotten who we are. We have forgotten that we are the soul Atma, Jivatma. Identifying with the physical body, this thing we call Sharir, body, we have been attached to the material world and have been looking for happiness in the world from beginningless time. Because we forgot who we are. If we know that I am the soul Atma and we are eternal fractions, part of Shri Krishna, it means we will love and want only Shri Krishna. And who is Shri Krishna? The Vedas say, Raso vai sahara sakvam evayam labdva nandi bhavati. Taittiriya Upanishad, chapter 2, verse 7. The Vedas say Shri Krishna is Anand, bliss, happiness, Sukh. Whether you say happiness or you say Shri Krishna, these are two names for one and the same entity. So being eternal parts, fraction of Shri Krishna, it means we love and want only Shri Krishna. And because Shri Krishna is happiness, that's why we all want only happiness, Sukh, Anand. But because of that ignorance, what ignorance? We have forgotten who we are. Identifying with the material body. This body is made of 5 material elements: earth, water, fire, air, and space. We became attached to the world and we have been searching for happiness in the material world from beginningless time. A new house, a new car, handsome boy, beautiful girl, lots of money, you name it. That decision has become very firm in the mind. It's very hard to change. Until we meet a true Guru, a bona fide saint, it's impossible for us to make the decision that there is no happiness in the world, and the happiness I'm searching for I'll find only in Krishna, because Krishna is happiness. What has made us forget who we are? Something called Maya. I'm sure you've heard about something called Maya. A lot of people say, as I mentioned last night, when asked about Maya, they say Maya is an imagination of the mind. Mithya. It doesn't exist. Especially the followers of Jagat Guru Shankaracharya, Advaiti, the Advait philosophers, the non-dualists. But as I showed you, all the Vedas and all the scriptures are telling us that Maya is not an imagination of the mind. The Vedas, I told you, the highest authority is saying, Mayam tu prakritim vidyan mainam tu Maheshwaram tasya veva bhutaistu vyaptam sarvamidam jagat. Shvetashvatara Upanishad chapter 4 verse 10. The Vedas are saying Maya is the power of Shri Krishna, the power of God. Parasya shakti vividhaiva shruyate swabhaviki jnana balakriyacha. Tasya padam bhujadhyana dustara sutara bhavet. Bhagavad Mahapuran. Maya is the power of Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna himself says in Gita, Daivi Hesha Gunamai Mama Maya Duratyaya. Chapter 7 verse 14 Gita. Hey Advaiti, you non-dualists, Maya is a divine power. Daivi Hesha. Oh Mama Maya. Maya is a power that belongs to me, Sri Krishna. It is his power. So no one, no yogi, Jnani, Rishi, Muni, no one can cross Maya by themselves. Tulsidas also says in the Ramayana, So dasi raghubir ki samujhay mithya sopi chhutai naram kripa binu nath kahu padropi. Maya is the dasi. Dasi means maid servant. In other words, the Shakti, the power of Bhagavan. It's not mithya. And how are we going to be free from Maya? No. Rama Kripa Binu. Without the grace of Bhagavan. Only when Bhagavan will shower his grace. This is what Sri Krishna is saying in Gita. That verse I just told you. Daivi Hesha Gunamai Mama Maya Duratyaya. My power. No one can be free from it by themselves. Rishi Muni Yogi, no one. Then Mame Vaye Prapadyante Maya Metantarantite. Second line, chapter 7, verse 14. The word Ev means only. Shri Krishna says, only the one who completely surrenders to me can become free from Maya. In other words, only when Shri Krishna says to Maya, okay, now leave that one, this one is mine, they have come to me, leave, then Maya will go. Otherwise impossible. Nath jiva tava maya moha so nistarahi tumhari hi choha mudha bhed yadyapi krita maya binu hari jay na koti upaya. Without the grace of Hari, Bhagavan, you can try uncountable tricks, anything you want. Maya is not going to let go just saying Maya doesn't exist. Only when Bhagavan will shower his grace, his kripa. Without Bhagavan's grace, no one can be free from Maya. But as I mentioned, the Advaita philosophers, the non-dualists, they don't accept such a thing called Maya. They say, we don't accept Tulsidas' philosophy. Maya is a dasi, maid servant. No, we don't accept that. If you start speaking about Jagat Guru Shankaracharya philosophy, then we will accept. Jagat Guru Shankaracharya also says Maya is an imagination of the mind. He says, just as a piece of rope is mistaken for a snake in the dark, in the same way we have become confused and formed the imagination of this world. I'm imagining you, you're imagining me. Everything is our imagination. He says, as Jagat Guru Shankaracharya, as far as he is concerned, there's only one entity, Bhagavan, God. Because as far as he is concerned, Maya doesn't exist. And the Jivatma, the individual soul, is also Bhagavan, Aham Brahmasmi, I am God. A lot of people say they are God. People have no idea what they are singing. They are singing in Mandir, Shivoham, Shivoham, I am God, I am God. Really? Then drink some poison, halahal vish. Shivji drank halahal vish. Halahal, that a tiny drop can destroy uncountable solar system in the universe. He got a title, Neelakant. And you are Shiv. Drink a little bit of ordinary poison, that'll be the end of you. They're saying I am God doesn't mean anything. We're not God, we are servant of Bhagavan. Jiver Swarup Hoy, Krishner Nitya Das. Gaura Mahaprabhu says, the Jivatma, the individual soul, who we are, is an eternal servant. Das, servant of Bhagavan Shri Krishna. So devotee never says Shivoham. He says, Dasoham, Dasoham. I am a servant of Shri Krishna. My Dasu. I cannot be Bhagavan. So Shankaracharya further says, just as an oyster shell is mistaken for silver in the dark, and the deer mistakes the flying sand in the midday sun of the desert to be water, that mirage, in the same way we have become confused and we have made this imagination of the world, this Maya. And Tulsidas Ji came a long while after Shankaracharya. Tulsidas Ji heard this. Tulsidas Ji said, Are bhaiya, what is this man saying? Anyhow, I'm not going to argue with Shankaracharya. He's a saint. But I have something to say. What do you want to say? He says, Rajat si pamahu bhas jimi jata bhanu karbari jada primishati hu kal soi brahmana sakai kotari. Tulsidas Ji Maharaj says, in time, kuch samay ke baad, in time, you will recognize this is only an oyster shell, it's not silver, seashell. In time, you will realize this is only a mirage, the flying sand. In the midday sun of the desert, there is no water, but no one. If you say Maya is an imagination, Brahm, a delusion, I'm not going to argue, he says, but no one, not even Jagat Guru Shankaracharya, can destroy that delusion by his own effort. How to destroy? He says, Jasu kripa asa brahma miti jai giri jasoi kripalu raghurai. Kripa, only when Bhagavan will shower his grace, his kripa. When we'll get kripa, I'll tell you. Time is limited, so I have to go a little bit fast. I told you last night, this question was asked by Lakshman to Bhagavan Shri Ram in Chitrakoot. What is Maya? Seeing a golden opportunity to question, one day they were sitting, Bhagavan Shri Ram and his younger brother Lakshman. Lakshman decided to question, what is Maya? Bhagavan Shri Ram answered and said, Tehi kar bhed sunaho tum do, vidya apar avidya do. Lakshman, there are two Maya. One is Vidya Maya, one is Avidya Maya. One Maya, Vidya Maya, creates the world. Ek rachai jag gun bas jaake, Prabhu prerit nahi nij bal taake. And one Maya, Avidya Maya, governs and controls us, the individual soul. Ek dushta atisaya dukha rupa, jabas jeev paro bhava khupa. So Vidya Maya creates the world, the outer world that we see around us. Mountains, valleys, trees, birds, animals, human beings, everything. And Avidya Maya creates a world also, the inner world of our mind, our thoughts, our ideas. And the inner world of our mind is more powerful than the outer world we see around us, more powerful. Let me give you an example. We all have dreams. So Tisamay, when you go to sleep, you lie down on the mattress, after a little while you start dreaming. You may not always remember, but you dream. In our dreams, we do the most impossible things. We fly over, we jump over the tallest building, fly over the biggest ocean, and do the most extraordinary things. Now, the outer world we see around us, which is made of 5 elements, earth, water, fire, air, and space, and respective of products, that world is real. Satyam Bhutamayam Jagat Mahabharata. Why? Satyat Bhutani Jatani Sthavarani Cha Mahabharata. Because God created the world, Shri Krishna created the world, and Shri Krishna is real. Now, the outer world we see around us, which is real, keeps one form, it doesn't change. While the inner world of our mind keeps changing all the time. But keeps changing all. Let me give an example. A diamond is lying somewhere. Diamond. Two men from afar see this diamond. Hey, that looks like a diamond. They both start running towards it. One was faster than the other one. He grabbed it. He was naturally overjoyed. While the other person was very sad. Very sad. A third man came along and he said to the person he asked the person who was so happy, hey, why are you so happy? Oh, I found this. I found this. Oh, good. And why are you sad? I wasn't able to get that. Why be sad? It's only a piece of stone anyhow, glass. He who does not know what a diamond is, gets neither the happiness nor the sorrow of the diamond. It is a source of happiness to the one who sees, who possess and able to possess it. On the other hand, it is a source of sorrow to one who sees the diamond but is unable to possess it. So see, the diamond, the outer world, which is created by God, that world is real. The feelings of these three people towards the diamond, it varies from person to person. That inner world, that is false. The diamond is neither a source of happiness nor sorrow. It's all feeling. Take another example. One lady is standing. One person looks at the lady and say, that's my mummy. Meri maa hai. She's my mama, my mummy. Another person looks at the same lady, oh, she's my patni, my wife. Another person looks at the same lady, oh, she's my daughter. Another person looks at the same lady, oh, she's my sister. Another person looks, oh, she's my girlfriend. Now the lady created by God, that woman, that world is real. But the feeling created towards her is different to so many people. From this example, the world that the woman that God created, that world is real. The feelings we created towards her, that world is false. That's a false world. Remember, there are two worlds, there are two Maya. So there are two worlds. Right? There's an outer world created by Bhagavan, God. That world is real. Vidya Maya. The inner world of our mind, which is created by us, because we are governed by Maya, that world is false. Now, if somehow we can destroy the inner world of our mind, get rid of it somehow, then the outer world will no longer be any problem for us. Bharatahi hoi naraj mad vidhi hari pad vidhi hari har pad paya kabahu kakaji si karani kshira sindhu binusai. For the individual like Bharat, the younger brother of Bhagwan Shri Ram, whose inner world has been destroyed, the outer world is no danger. Even if he were to attain the position of the three governors of the universe, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, there is no problem. So it's important for us to get rid of, the outer world is not a problem. We make it a problem. We get attached to it. Because we think that there's happiness there. And we are looking and we have gotten attached to that outer world because of the ignorance, and that's why we keep rotating in 8.4 million forms of life. Now, how to get rid of this Maya? No one can destroy Maya. Nobody can destroy Maya. Why? Ajam ekam lohit shukla krishnam bahavi praja Shrijamanam Swarupa Ajo Heko Jushamanunusete Jahatenam Bhukta Bhoga Majonya. Shveta Shudro Upanishad, chapter 4, verse 5. The Vedas say Maya is Aja. Aja means unborn, eternal, beginningless. This world comprises of three things: Brahm, Jeev, Maya. God, the Jivatma, individual soul, and Maya. So just as Bhagwan is eternal, beginningless, Jivatma is also eternal, beginningless. We, who we really are, Maya is also eternal, beginningless. So we cannot, not even Bhagwan can destroy Maya. We become free from Maya. When we surrender to Bhagwan, that's how we're going to attain His grace. Surrender. Shri Krishna says, only the one who completely surrenders to me can become free from Maya. There's no other way. So when we completely surrender to Shri Krishna, He will shower His grace, we'll become free from Maya. Maya exists still, but it has no effect on us. We will live in the world, and Maya will have great saints have come in this world. Bhagwan Himself comes in the world. Maya has no effect on them. They are beyond Maya. Bhagwan is the governor of Maya, and the saints, they are beyond Maya. They have become free from Maya, and that freedom is forever. Now, how to be free? People say the path, there are different paths, and we have heard about the Gyanis. The Gyanis, they claim that they can be free from Maya through their own self-effort. The non-dualists, by just saying Maya is an imagination. In ancient times, it's okay, I'm good, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. In ancient times, not in Kali Yuga, this is impossible in Kali Yuga, Gyanis, yogis were able to destroy avidya Maya. Remember I told you there are two Maya? Vidya Maya, Avidya Maya. I explained last night, Maya has three qualities. Tribhir gunamaya bhavai rebhi sarvamidam jagat mohitam nabhijanati mamebhya paramavyayam. Chapter 7 verse 13, 1-3 Gita. Shri Krishna says, the individual soul, the Jivatma, we people, are deluded by these three modes of Maya. Sattvagun, Rajogun, Tamogun. Now Sattvagun alone, that is Vidya Maya. One lady was saying, because people read Hindi, they take a dictionary and they translate. So not understanding Ved and philosophy, they say Vidya Maya is knowledgeable Maya. And Avidya Maya is ignorant Maya. No, I had to correct her last night. You all were there, who were there saw. Vidya Maya means Sattvaguni Maya. Avidya Maya means Rajogun plus Tamogun. Now, the Jnani in ancient time was able to become free from Avidya Maya. He realized, I am the soul, Atma. This path of Jnana is not possible in Kali Yuga. And besides, no one can attain God through the path of Jnana. Only Bhakti. The Vedas say, Kshurasya dhara nishita duratyaya. The path of Jnana is like walking on the sharp edge of a sword. So difficult. Jnana pantha kripana kai dhara. Kripan, sword, like a sharp edge of a sword. The question was asked to Sri Krishna by Arjuna in the 12th chapter of Gita. Who is better? One who worships God with a form? Same Bhagwan, same Sri Krishna has two forms. It is the same Sri Krishna who is a formless Brahm. Don't think it's two different Bhagwan. Same Bhagwan. The light, Gaurang Mahaprabhu says, the light that comes from the body of Sri Krishna, that is the formless Brahm. So the question Arjuna was asking, those who worship the formless aspect of you and those who worship you with the form, which is the better devotee? Shresht kaun hai? Shri Krishna says, both will attain me. But, a big but here. Klesho dikataraste sham. Kleshodikataraste sakte sam avyakta gatir dukkam dehavat bhiravapyate. Kleshodikataraste tesham yoga vittam. For those, chapter 12 verse 5 Gita, for those souls, we people who have a body, we all have a body, it's impossible, not difficult, impossible to worship something without a form, to love something. Can you love nothing at all? You don't even know what it looks like. Not only difficult, impossible. If we can, we will attain. But, so the Jnani, they can reach a certain point. Again, I'm keeping this, make it clear, not in Kali Yuga. These things are not possible in Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga Yoga na jagya jnana ek aadhar ram gun gana ehi kali kal na sadhan duja jog na jap tap brata makha puja. All these things you cannot do in Kali Yuga. You cannot do yoga, ashtanga yoga, yam, niyam, asan, pranayam, pratyahar, dharana, dhyan, samadhi. That's yoga. Nobody can do. Not in Kali Yuga. No one can do jnana. No one can do yajna, dharma. What to do? Ek aadhar ram gun gana. Chant the name of the Lord. Just do Harinam. Just chant the name with love, with bhakti, pray. That's all you can do. Can't do anything else. Why do something when it's impossible? Putting yourself in harm. Every scripture is telling us only Harinam. Krite yadhyato vishnum tretayam yajyato makai dvapare paricharyayam kalau tadhari kirtanat. Bhagavad Mahapuran, 12th canto, 3rd chapter, 52nd verse. Bhagavad Mahapuran says, that which is attained in Satyug, the very first age, through dhyan, meditation on Sri Krishna, in the age of Treta Yuga, through yagna, sacrificial worship to Sri Krishna, in the age of Dwapar, through puja, ritualistic worship to Sri Krishna, is easily attained in this age of Kali Yuga just by chanting the name of the Lord. Harinam Sankirtan. That's all. What's so hard? To chant Radhe Radhe, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. What is so hard? And yet we want to go and put ourselves, and these are rules. If you do something in Karma Khan, and you make one mistake, instead of getting benefit, you get harm instead. Anyhow, that's another lecture. We won't go into that now. So the Jnanis, they were able to become free from avidya maya. They attain what is called self-realization. Realize I am the Atma, the soul. There's a very high happiness in samadhi. They go in samadhi. The happiness one experiences in self-realization is so great, one thinks he's attained everything. But he falls again because there's a naramaya, vidya maya, that he's not able to cross. The Jnani, and as I said, I keep saying, not in Kali Yuga, in Satyug, Treta Yuga, Dwapar, they were able to cross through their own effort. Avidya Maya, Rajogun, Tamogun. Sattvagun, no one can cross. No yogi, rishi, muni, jnani, no one. So that jnani goes in samadhi. As long as he's in samadhi, he's safe. But the moment he opens his eyes, Vidya Maya takes hold of him, and that Jnani falls again and again. Let me give an example. Someone has committed a great crime. He's been chased by the police. So he goes in some mountain, in the forest, in some cave, and he hides. And the police, they can't find him. As long as he remains there, he's safe. But how long is he going to remain? He has to come out sometime to go and get food, etc. The moment he comes and goes in the town, in the city, the police will see him and they will capture him. Take another example. Someone is being chased, he is interfered with the beehive, and the bees starts to chase him. In order to prevent from being stung by the bees, he dives into a pond of water. Now, as long as he remains under the water, he's safe. But how long? He has to. The bees keep swarming above. They keep swimming out. They keep above, right above there. He will have to come up for it. And the moment he comes up, the bee will sting him. In the same way, the Jnani falls again and again. Very clear in the Gita. Mam chayo vyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samati tetan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Chapter 14 verse 26 Gita. That person who has attained, become free from avidya maya, he rises above the three modes of maya and becomes fit for doing something. It doesn't mean he's attained everything. He only acquires a state of tranquility where he no longer desires for anything in the material world nor grieves for anything. But it's not perfection. Shri Krishna makes it clear in the Gita. Brahma bhuta prasannat manashu chatina kangshati sama sarveshu bhuteshu mad bhaktim labhate param. Chapter 18 verse 54 Gita. The Brahma Bhut means Paramhans. Self-realized. One who has realized I am the soul Atma. He has crossed avidya maya. He is subject to downfall again and again until and unless he does something. Unless he does what? Mad bhaktim labhate param. Until he does bhakti, devotion for Shri Krishna. Then he will be able to cross vidya maya. Only when Bhagwan will shower his grace, any Jnani, Yogi, Rishi will be able to cross vidya maya. In ancient times, Satyuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapar, they were able to cross avidya maya. But they will fall again and again. And one of the best examples we have in Bhagavad Mahapuran, 5th canto, the Katha of Jar Bharat. Jar Bharat, great Paramhans. He ruled the whole universe, one king, for 10 million years, 1 crore. Totally detached. Jar Bharat was so great, this whole world was called Ajanab Varsh before Bharat. And because of how great he was, the world became known as Bharat Varsh. Bharatji went, he renounced everything, gave the rule of the world to his sons, and he went into the forest. There was a river by the name of Gandaki Nadi. That river is there in Nepal, what we call Nepal today. It's a very important river. There are stones you find in there. The insects, they go in a mountain and they cut the stone and it drops in the water and they cut the Sudarshan Chakra, the weapon of Shri Krishna. So this is called Shaligram. Only the Shaligram that you get in this Gandaki Nadi are considered to be authentic. Anyhow, sitting on the bank of the Gandaki Nadi, doing his dhyan meditation, doing bhakti, once a pregnant deer came to drink water. And while she was drinking the water, a lion roared. And the deer heard the lion roar. She got so scared. To save her life, she tried to jump over the river. And when she jumped, the baby that was in the womb fell out in the water. She had a miscarriage. And the deer ran off in some cave where she died due to the miscarriage and the exertion. Now the baby that was in the water started drowning. Bharatji saw that and he dove into the water, took the baby and started taking care. Remember, he is Paramhans, self-realized. He became attached to that deer. That is the Vidya Maya. We people not even self-realized and we attach to everything, to dog, to parrot, to all kind of things. And we have no care. And this katha has been told that even Jar Bharat, who has become self-realized, he became attached to this deer. So much so that when he was about to leave the world, he told the disciples, come, bring that deer. I love her so much. I'm about to leave. He knew he was going to leave the life, leave the body. So he told them, bring the female deer, and they brought her, and he started playing and cuddling her. Please take care of her when I leave. I love her so much, and he left. What happened? His mind was on the deer. In the next life, he was born as a deer. The only thing is that because his bhakti, he retained so much knowledge, he retained all the knowledge, even in the body of a deer. That even as a little baby, he left the mother and everybody. Now he detached and went back to the same ashram in the Gandaki Nadi. There was an ashram there. And he only ate the juta, the Mahaprasad, the saints and sages who were living there. That's all he ate. Very quickly he gave up the body and was born, fully realized now. Not self-realized, God-realized in the next birth. But then remember what had happened to him. He pretended to be so stupid and dumb. That's how he got the name Jar Bharat. Anyhow, not going too much into that. My point is, the Jnani can become free from a Vidya Maya and not in Kali Yuga. But for Vidya Maya, Bhagavan says only bhakti. Only the one who completely surrenders to me. In other words, bhakti. He makes it clear. Bhaktya mam vijanati yavan yaschasmi tattvata tatu mam tatutu gyata vishate tadanantaram. Chapter 18 verse 55 Gita. Shri Krishna makes it very clear. Without bhakti, bhakti means love. Love for Shri Krishna. Bhakti doesn't mean light and diya or doing puja. Bhakti means love, pray. The path of loving Shri Krishna, making every relation with Shri Krishna. Realizing I am the soul, the Atma, and every relation of the soul is only with Shri Krishna. Only through the path of bhakti we can attain Brahma Gyan, knowledge of God. So there are three knowledge basically. One is Shabdik Gyan, theoretical knowledge. Someone reads a lot of book and he thinks he knows a lot. This is empty knowledge. There's no practical experience, no spiritual experience. Such a person, he becomes so arrogant. There's an abhiman acquired, it's called Gyan Abhiman. That I know everything. I don't listen to anybody. Reading here, there and everywhere. Doesn't have any practical experience. Doesn't even know what he's reading. But the Abhiman is there. That Abhiman comes. I know everything. There's a saying in English, a little knowledge is a very dangerous thing. So that is book knowledge. Higher than that, that doesn't get you anywhere. Higher than that, knowledge. How do we get knowledge? Not by reading book. Sadhu Sang. When we associate with a true saint, bona fide saint, the scriptures are very clear. Guru binu hoi ki gyan. Only when we associate with the true saint, Guru gives knowledge. But the true Guru, binu sat sang vivekan hoi ram kripa binu sulabhan soi. This word satsang, people make a mess out of it. Sat means sant, bona fide saint. Sang means association. Only when we associate with the true bona fide saint, we will acquire true knowledge. And that association will come only when God will shower His grace. So sadhu sang is very important. So that's where we get knowledge. So higher than Shabdik Gyan, Atma Gyan. Knowledge that I am the soul, Atma. But as I said, this is incomplete. There's another Maya. We've only crossed one Maya, Avidya Maya. So the third knowledge is Brahma Gyan, knowledge of Sri Krishna. So the Atma Gyani, the self-realized soul, will fall again and again. Brahma Gyani, the one who has attained knowledge of Sri Krishna, has become free from Maya. That Gyani, that person, that Bhakt will never fall. The Gyani has to do bhakti. The yogi has to do bhakti. The karmi has to do bhakti. And the Bhakt, he does bhakti. Bhakti swatantra सकल सुख खानी, बिनु सत्संग न पावहि प्राणी. Bhagwan Sri Ram himself is saying to the residents of Ayodhya, Bhakti, the path of love in God, is independent, free. It doesn't require any other path. It does not require Havan. It doesn't require Yajna. It doesn't require Gyan. It doesn't require anything. Every path requires Bhakti. Bhakti doesn't need anybody. But how are you going to get it? Binu Satsang. Only when we associate with the one who has attained that Bhakti himself. Sadhu Sang. And how are we going to get Sadhu Sang? The next chaupai, Bhagwan Sri Ram says, Punya Punja Binu Milahi na Santa Sat Sangati Sanshriti Kar Anta. Bhagwan is saying, when we have done great devotion in many lifetimes, Punya means great devotion. Punj means a huge big storehouse. When we have done a huge amount of bhakti devotion, Bhagwan showers His grace and we are able to meet a true sadhu, a true saint, Santa. And only when we associate with the true saint, Satsangati, Sanshiti Kara Anta, our detachment from the world will happen. We will acquire true knowledge. You see, how do you get detached from the world? Look, we only have one mind. We don't have two. People think we have two. One mind. Udho manana bhaye das bees. The gopis are saying, Udho, we have only one mind, Udho, and your Kanhaiya has taken it. If we had a second mind, we could give it to your Brahm. Go and tell your Kanhaiya to give back that mind of ours. Udho fell at the feet of the gopis. One mind. So either we take that one mind and love the world, or we love Bhagwan, Shri Krishna. We can't love both. Impossible. So when knowledge will come, true knowledge, and this comes when we do sadhu sang, when we associate with a bona fide saint, the knowledge will come, I am soul Atma. I am not the body. Then the happiness I am searching for, I will find only in Shri Krishna. Then we will fall in love with Shri Krishna and we will attain Shri Krishna and become free from Maya. One last verse from Bhagavad. Shri Krishna makes it very clear. He says to Udho, Vishayandhyataschitam Vishayeshu Visajyate Mamanusmarataschitam Mayeva Praviliyate. Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuran, 11th canto, 14th chapter, 27th verse. Shri Krishna says, how do we get attached in the world? When we think again and again that some person or something will give us happiness, we get attached. We fall in love. We get attached. So just as someone gets attached in the material world, thinking again and again, I will find happiness there, and you keep rotating in 8.4 million forms of life, that's all you're going to get. Wherever the mind is attached, yam yam bhapi smaram bhavam tyajatyante kalevaram tam tamevaiti kaunteya sada tat bhava bhavita. Chapter 8 verse 6 Gita, very important verse. The moment the life leaves the body, whatever you remember, smaran means remember. Whatever you remember at that time, that's what you're going to go, where you're going to become. And what we're going to remember? What we love, what our heart or mind is attached to. If you're attached to Bhagwan, you'll go to Bhagwan. You're attached to the world, as we have been, uncountable lifetime, we keep rotating. So, just as someone thinks again and again that he'll find happiness in the world, he gets attached in the world, and he keeps rotating in the same way, Uddhav. If someone realizes that the happiness I'm looking for, I'll find only in Shri Krishna. And thinking again and again about Shri Krishna, we'll fall in love with Him. We'll get attached to Shri Krishna. What will be the result? We will attain Shri Krishna. Simple. This is how you become attached in the world. We think again and again about the world and we're looking in the wrong place. Just think again and again about Shri Krishna. That He alone is happiness, and I'm going to find true happiness only when I attain Shri Krishna. That will be it. There's much more. We'll hear some other time. Bole Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai, Radha Rani ki jai, Srimad Sadguru Sarkar ki jai. Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe.